if you do that. I haven't looked that far ahead yet.
Thank you, Rick. It's time for everybody's favorite part of Halloween, trick or treat. Everyone around the office has gotten some great candies, but we got the leftovers. And at the bottom of the bucket sometimes, you have to determine, is it like loose candy corn in there, or is it some candy that you actually want to eat? So trick or treat, Marcus, let's reveal your players here.
Yeah, I once had a neighbor who used to just give us loose change, so you'd reach in your bag and it'd be like 17 cents there. Like, what am I going to do with that? All right. Oh. Funny that we just sort of talked about this. Dameon Pierce is the candy this week going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is not a treat, not even a little bit. This is definitely going to be a trick. You just heard Rank talking about Devin Singletary and the fact that he is coming for Pierce's job. Last week was supposed to be the week. They were playing the Panthers. If there was ever a week that Dameon Pierce was going to go big, it was going to be last week, and it didn't happen. Now he's got a much tougher matchup against the Buccaneers. I want no part of this. This is candy cornish to me. I don't want this.
Candy corn. I learned today. Guess where it was invented?
Germany.
Nope. Philadelphia.
It's an insult to both candy and corn. I know that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wilk. It's Darrell Henderson Jr. This one's an interesting one for me. Green Bay. Okay. This is one where you're always going to, I guess I'm going to go with trick. Not because I like him, but I don't know if this is a good matchup against Green Bay's defense. You're going to have to play him. You're going to have to deal with it. It's kind of like, it's fine. It's not great, though. It's not going to be the best candy in your bag. You're going to eat this after you've already eaten the really good stuff. Not a total trick.
Not a total trick.
No. Not necessarily a treat, though.
No.
Oh. This is David Njoku. This is one, you know what, if I'm sitting here and my kids gets a Mounds bar, I'm gonna try to trade somebody for some Sour Patch Kids or something like that. He's had at least 10 fantasy points in 3 out of his last 4 games. I don't know, who did the Browns play this week? I just said, versus Arizona. Oh, wait, you know what? Oh, yeah, by the way, never mind. I just remember, I did the Flex 150. We love David Njoku this week. No, it's the Cardinals.
He's a treat.
This is a treat. Yeah, so sorry about that. Can we do this over? I know it's live TV. If I had been prepared, listen, I forgot. No, he's a great play against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, sometimes
Cardinals.
It depends on how hungry you are. The
it's an Almond Joy.
Ooh,
sorry,
yeah.
I thought it was a Mounds.
There it is.
It's an Almond Joy.
All right, let me see what I got here.
Almonds
in this bag.
It's good.
Enjoy.
It's Dalton Kincaid against the Cincinnati Bengals here, and look, it looks great. But I'm feeling a little trickish here because the Cincinnati Bengals have been very, very good. He's been very good, but I'm looking at what this defense was able to do against George Kittle and the 49ers in Santa Clara, and I feel a little bit warded off by that. It's normally good. Maybe it's one of those situations where you've had some tooth problems. Maybe you should be avoiding the candy.
No,
there's other tight ends. Maybe you could go away from.
How old is this candy?
Nothing like getting a Rolo when you have tooth problems, you know?
Well, this is the new one. Okay. The commissary let you take this for free? No, they didn't. How much did they charge you?
Let's get some
we
more
paid
candy.
for it. Of course.
All right, I got one more in here.
Are we doing both of them?
Derek Carr going against the Chicago Bears. You know what? This is sort of a sneaky treat. Again, it's sort of like Cynthia with Darrell Henderson, right? Where you've eaten a lot of the good stuff. You've gone through the Skittles and the Snickers, and now you're sort of like the second tier candies. But you know what? In the right situation, a Milky Way might do you some good. So this is one of those situations where I think Derek Carr has some nice streaming value. I don't know what the candy equivalent of that would be.
I like it. Streaming value candy equivalent.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my goodness. This one, DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, I can tell those are peanut butter cups, too.
I'm going to eat the peanut butter cups. But DeAndre Hopkins, he gets a matchup against Pittsburgh. Now, their secondary has given up a number of nice deep passes, but here's the thing about DeAndre Hopkins. It was only 3. He had 4 receptions, and 3 of them were touchdowns. That doesn't feel super sustainable to me, even though I like Will Levis, but this one is, it's kind of like, it tastes good when you first start, but then it gives you, it's like having the 6th bag of Sour Patch Kids, right? Still really good, but your tongue's a little raw, and you're like, okay, maybe it's time for something different.
75% of his receptions were touchdowns, though.
Oh, you did the math.
That's efficiency.
I love that. There's no way that.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Oh, this is Reese's peanut butter cups, too. Are we ready for me? All right. We're going to go Geno Smith. It's It's a tougher matchup where they got the Baltimore Ravens on the road. West Coast team going to the East Coast, playing in that early window is difficult, but Geno has been decent. He's been okay. I know that he's been a top 15 fantasy quarterback only once this season, but at the same time, like, look at the guys that we're trying to stream now. Sam Howell, Will Levis again. I don't want to take shots at Will Levis because he did have a high grade coming out of him in the draft. This is a tough one. I would try to avoid this if I could. I think this could end up being a trick. I don't know. I would roll the dice on the waiver wire, I think. Maybe Gardner Minshew. I'd have to look back at my quarterback rankings a little bit more. But Geno, that's a tough one. It's good. I don't know. It's good.
All right. Let me feel this last piece of candy. It is Chris Godwin against the Houston Texans. And I am also going to say that this one feels like a little bit of a trick. Going up against a Texans defense that has been very good and a pass rush that is getting a little bit better. And the only Buccaneer that I want in my trick-or-treat situation or in my fantasy circumstances is Mike Evans at this point now. It's Mike Evans, and that's pretty much it for my desires for a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And
that'd be a candy bucket near.
A candy buccaneer.
I was workshopping there.